Welcome to Bill's Bridge class. Friday, August 2nd, 2013, class 119, Why 2 over 1 may be better. In this session, we're going to compare 2 over 1 to so-called conventional methods and find hands in which 2 over 1 are superior over conventional methods. We can find out in the next session cases in which 2 over 1 may be inferior. In the long run, you need to decide for yourself. In fact, you might decide, depending on the type of game you're playing, whether it's imps or whether it's match points, to use one system or the other. Here we go. Here are some actual example hands demonstrating the advantages of 2 over 1 over conventional bidding. Note the following with these examples: the ease with which the partners bid, and the level of description of their respective hands. You will get to the right game and to the right slam more often with 2 over 1 systems, as we'll demonstrate here. And here we go. Get to the right game. Here's north and south. We're going to do standard bidding, so-called standard bidding. South opens a spade, north responds 2 clubs. South now shows the heart suit, 2 hearts. At this point, north knows that south has 5 spades and 4 or 5 hearts, but doesn't know that there's 5 hearts. And it's decision time for north. The hand might be best played in no trump. It might best be played in hearts if partner has 5 hearts. How would you know? Well, one way you would know is you could do 3 diamonds, 4 suit forcing, and if you know that well, you probably would be all right. And you'd end up in 4 hearts, which is a superior contract. Most partnerships would end up in 3 no trump with this hand. Look at the ease of the bidding. Same hand. 1 spade, 2 clubs by north. South bids 2 hearts, but now north bids 2 no trump. You see, north doesn't have to worry about being passed out. When north bid 2 clubs, we're in a game forcing situation. The bidding goes slowly. The key to 2 over 1 bidding is to bid slowly and describe your hand. South has an opportunity to bid again, and south is really simple. Rebid the heart suit. Now north knows the right place to play. They're going to play in 4 hearts. Yes, you could have gotten to the 4 hearts with a 4 suit forcing, a little playing around, but look how easy it is with 2 over 1. 4 hearts is easy. There's a play for 5, and by the way, 3 no trump might even go down. Hearts is the right contract. This time a slam hand. Standard bidding. South opens a spade, north bids 2 hearts. Pretty standard so far. South rebids the spades. Now north has to make a decision. If he bid 3 spades, she could be passed without a 2 over 1 situation. So he has to guess. He's going to bid 4 spades. And south might be encouraged to go further, but north probably only has 3 card heart support, and his hand isn't that great, so he don't want to risk going higher. They play in 4 spades. Now let's look at the bidding. Starts the same way, but the key point here is that north on the second bid bids 3 spades. It's 100% forcing. North is showing the 3 card support and asking south about the hand. South is interested now, and he has room. He doesn't have to guess. He's going to start a Q bid sequence. 4 clubs. North bids 4 diamonds. South bids 4 hearts, and on they go. They're going to end up in 6 spades, which is a very makeable slam contract. Very easy with 2/1. No sweat. Here's a third example. Standard bidding. 1 spade, 2 diamonds. Now South has 6 spades, a little more than an opening hand, and a good spade suit. He better jump, because if he just bid two spades, North might pass. He wants to be sure and getting in game. And North, not knowing what's going on, he's more than enough. Spades isn't his best place, but where else does he go? He bids 4 spades. And that's where they play. Each side has some interest in slam, but they don't have any way to communicate it. Got it with 2/1. Same situation. 1 spade, 2 diamonds. South on his second bid does not need to jump. 2 spades. A game force exists because a 2 diamond bid has created a game forcing situation. That gives North the opportunity to rebid diamonds. So that's probably a 6 card suit. He's rebid it. He hasn't bid no trump or anything else. And now South has 3 card support. He's interested. 4 diamonds, still in a game force situation, and he's showing support. A belated support. He probably has 3 card support, but that's good enough. Now they go into a Roman key card situation. North shows 3 key cards, and they end up in 7 diamonds, which makes, by the way. Great contract. First of all, notice that with traditional bidding, they didn't even get to 6. They didn't find a diamond fit. Thoughts for you as responder when you are playing 2/1. With game level strength and 1 4-card major suit, it's often better to bid your 4 or 5 card minor suit first, then show the major. The opposite of what you learned in traditional methods. You will have time to show both suits as you create a game forcing situation with your first bid. For example, this is your hand and partner opens 1 heart. Traditional method, you'd respond 1 spade. Instead, playing 2/1, bid 2 clubs. This creates a game forcing situation, and you will definitely find a spade fit later if there is one. With 2 4-card majors, you bid suits up the line just like you would in standard methods. But one of the things you need to remember if you do decide to play 2/1 is over partner's major suit opening. You can't bid a 2-level bid without game going strength, and there is the rub and the potential weakness of 2/1 system. Tomorrow we're going to cover some hands in which bidding 2/1 is a challenge, to put it lightly. Frank Stewart is a proponent against 2/1, and we'll look at a couple of his hands tomorrow. As you saw in today's examples, bidding game or slam and getting to the right contract is easy playing 2/1. Tomorrow we'll look at some hands where 2/1 may present some real challenges because of the limitations of 2/1 and the need to use 1 no trump, forcing or semi-forcing. There's the rub.